We are here at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort for a one-night stay.
We're going to check out the resort, pool, shopping, food, so
let's get this adventure started.
Here we go! We're standing here at Old Port Royal, which is the hub of Caribbean Beach Resort. This is where you're going to find your lobby and your check-in area. There is a quick serve in here. You're going to have a shop in here. And then outside of this area are more places to eat. There's a bar. Let's go check it out. If you do drive here, you can get your car valet parked or you can park it yourself. There is no fee to park your car at any Disney resort now. This is the check-in area in the lobby. And as you can see, they have desks over there where you can check in. Now, these days you can check in also with your Magic Band or with My Disney Experience app. But you might need to talk to somebody at check-in. So anyway, this is where you would check in. There's a little area here for children to wait while you're doing that. You can even see the pool from here. The lobby has a lot of areas where you can wait, and it's nicely decorated with these curtains and the color scheme in here and the furnishings. Even these fan fixtures that are at the ceiling give it that feeling of being in the tropics. Another seating area, and as you can see, it's nicely appointed. Gives you that feeling of casualness. We've been standing here for about 20 minutes with Lisa getting a world of information, so thank you, Lisa, so much.
Well, welcome to the islands. And we always say bon dia when you're here, and we always want to make sure you enjoy your stay with us. It's very important. But I've been here 10 years, and I hope to see you when you do come. I'll be here still. So yes.
This is the main pool, and this is right up by Old Port Royal, where all of the dining is, the shopping. There are 2 water slides in this pool. Neither of them are particularly long, but there are 2 water slides, and this is a very big pool. Another view of the main pool. Those cannons actually shoot water out, and they'll have those going on. It's another way to cool off. That's where the second slide comes out. That's a little bigger than the one over here on the left. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but over there they have slide rules. I'm not sure what those are, but I think maybe my dad might have used one of those in school. We shouldn't be doing math at Disney. This is for fun. At the main pool, there's a spa. There's a shower over here, and this also does have ADA access. A lot of seating around the spa. This is the kids area, and as you can see, they have a water dunk, so that big bucket up there fills up with water, and then eventually overturns and gets everybody underneath it wet. There's a really small slide here, and obviously the pool is very shallow. But this is a great place for kids. Lots of places out here for parents to sit. So a couple of recreation activities that they have here. They do have guiding fishing excursions here, which are catch and release. And then they have movies at night, and those are at Caribbean Cay. If you can't tell, I'm over at the Lighthouse, and they have some additional recreation here. They have things like cornhole, chess, Connect 4, and they even have a little putting green here. So we'll show you around this area. This lighthouse is cool. It does light up at night. And here's our recreation area. Giant chess game, putting green, Connect 4, and cornhole. So yeah, that's the little recreation area here.
There are 5 sections here at the resort. You have Aruba, Jamaica, then you have Martinique, Barbados, and Trinidad. And I would say them in that order because that's how they are on the map. When you go to book a room, you're gonna have 4 different choices. And also within those choices, you'll have 5th sleeper choices. So standard view is gonna be looking out to the parking lot or to a courtyard. Water view is going to be looking out to a pool or the barefoot bay. You have preferred, which is going to be the 2 sections closest to Old Port Royal, which is, you know, the lobby area and the main pool. And then you have king bed. Okay, now all those except king bed have 5th sleeper options. So when you go to book, you're going to pick what best fits your family type or what your preferences are. If you want to walk, then you're going to pick Trinidad because it's farthest away from the lobby if that's where you want to spend your time. However, Trinidad is close to Skyliner, so they all have their pros and cons of where they're located. So you need to look at a map, and then you need to decide what section you want to stay in and then what type of room you'd like to have in that section. So here we are in the Aruba Village. This section, you can tell it's Aruba because it has pink and purple buildings and an aqua roof. Also, it's the closest to the Riviera Resort Skyliner station. And by the way, it also is the closest to the walkway that goes across Barefoot Bay over to Port Royal. So if you're in this building, 51, that's the closest to that bridge. The Aruba section has a pool and it has a bus stop.
The pools in these sections are pretty good sized pools. Let's check this one out. Got these seating areas around here. Again, it's a pretty good sized pool. It does have ADA access.
Section of the resort. You know it's Jamaica because of the yellow buildings and the blue roofs. It also has kind of like a gingerbread detailing on the buildings. Jamaica is right next to Aruba. It is right by the bridge that goes across Barefoot Bay to Caribbean Cay and then to Old Port Royal. Jamaica has its own pool and bus stop. So let's go take a look. At Caribbean Beach, there are no elevators in the buildings, so if you can't get up to the 2nd level by stairs, then you need to request a ground floor room when you make your reservation or when you check in.
Here's a Jamaica pool. Bright and early in the morning here. It's a fairly big pool for this section.
As with all the sections, Jamaica has its own beach too, but you can't go swimming in the lake. Don't do that. But you can hang out on the beach.
This is Jamaica Beach right here. Beautiful sunrise this morning. I'm in Martinique. This is another section, and this section is very close to Old Port Royale and very close to Riviera. It's actually right between Riviera and Old Port Royale. So you could easily walk from these rooms over to Old Port Royale, the main pool. And of course, this section, like the others, has its own pool as well. What distinguishes this area from some of the others are its coloring. So it has light blue, kind of an off-white, and then the roofs are kind of an orange reddish color. And then you may see some differences in the architectural details as well. So we'll check out this section so you can see what it looks like. Really, the important thing to remember about this section is that it's very close to the amenities that you might want to get to. So this would be a reason to stay in this section. You might even want to request it. Something interesting is that part of it used to be where the Riviera is now, and they took part of this section down. And that's where the Riviera is. So this used to be bigger, but it shrunk in size when they built the Riviera and took some of the buildings for the Riviera. Let's have a look around. And all the landscape's beautiful. All of it's beautiful here. It's beautiful oak, palms. And so look at the architectural details. So the railing, the post, the treatment at the top of the post, and then also just the sections where, like, I don't know, I'm gonna call it like the sun type decoration is at the top, and then that shutter treatment below, louvered treatment. This is the beach here in Martinique, and there's an area to play volleyball, of course some chairs to kind of hang out in and relax, take in some sun, hammocks. And look, they take such good care of the details here. This guy is actually smoothing out the sand and just making the beach look perfect. They pay such great attention to detail here. Also over here, there's a fire pit, which this is probably where they do s'mores at night. That's pretty much a regular thing at the resorts. This is the Martinique pool. They got beautiful light right now. So these pools in the sections don't have lifeguards. Something you got to be aware of. And the pool hours are 7 in the morning to 11. So if you want to get an early swim in, you certainly can do that. And there's a lot of seating around here. Umbrellas. You know, a little bit of recreation activity. This section here is actually the beach for Barbados. Now, Barbados is actually closed for renovations, and they generally don't want you filming in those areas. So I don't think we're really going to be able to show you any of that, but it is kind of over here on the left. But that's a section we're not going to show you just because it's closed for renovations right now. But this is the beach section. And then as you leave Old Port Royale, you walk to Barbados and Trinidad. So Trinidad's open, Barbados is not. Wish we could show you that, but maybe another time. We're in the Trinidad section, so let me explain what's different about this area. Of course, the architectural details and the colors. There's much more pink and mauve in this area. The roofs kind of have this mauve color, and then there's this pinkish, maybe coral color that is on the buildings. And then there's some white accents as well, like on the railings and columns. Also, there's a place to eat here, which the other sections don't have. And that's probably because you're fairly far from Old Port Royale. This section, like all the others, does have a pool, and we'll explore that. So let's check it out. Something else different about Trinidad, or good about Trinidad, is its proximity to the Skyliner station. So from there, you can take a Skyliner that goes to some other resorts like Pop Century and Art of Animation. You can also take the Skyliner toward Hollywood Studios and you can go toward the Riviera, which then proceeds over to Epcot. So from this Skyliner station, you can pretty much go anywhere the Skyliner goes. So this is the Spyglass Grill. Again, not every section has an eatery like this, but they do here in Trinidad. Right now it's breakfast, so they're serving breakfast items and pastries. Of course, you can get coffee here, and they do serve cocktails as well. But there's a seating area here. It's right along the water and right next to the pool. So if you wanted to grab a beverage and head over to the pool, you could do that right from here. Right there's your beach for Trinidad. And this is not the most scenic beach because it kind of just overlooks what's more of a canal, and there's not much across it. The other beaches overlook other areas of the resort, and the views are nicer. I mean, the Skyliner view is cool. Now we're at the Trinidad pool, and this, like all the others, has the same basic facilities. It's a very nice pool here in the Trinidad section, so let's go check it out. Like the others, you have plenty of seating. Nice sized pool. A little bit of recreation activities. There's some ping pong, Connect 4. Of course, you have restrooms. And now it's time for a quick timeout to say if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button, and also please consider subscribing to our channel.
It helps us to know what videos you like so that we can continue to make those type of videos for you.
And now back to the video.
Come join me as we tour our room in the Jamaica section, room 4446. Come on. So here we are in our room. This is the front area, right when you come in from the door. Nice big mirror. Light over the table, nice size. 2 chairs. You can eat there, go on your laptop, whatever. Here's a window. This is our view, courtyard view. It's right by the Skyliner, so every now and then you're gonna see a Skyliner bucket come by, or a shadow of one. It's pretty here. Air conditioner vent. Air conditioner is controlled by a thermostat on the wall. So over here we have a large cabinet, and in the cabinet they have 6 drawers. The drawers are pretty deep, so if you want to unload your suitcases, if you'd like to do that, there's plenty of room in here. Then in the middle here is what you might call your refrigerator. I call them chillers. They do not have freezers. You can move these shelves. You can take them out, whatever you want to do with them, but just realize there's no freezer. So you could easily put in there half a gallon of milk, leftovers, drinks, some snacks, fruit, but you cannot freeze anything. Over here we have our coffee service. We have a Cuisinart. So it has these little pods, and they have Joffrey pods here for you. Tea, all the things you need for your beverage. And then they have behind here, you can see here and on the opposite side, they have 2, well in total they have 4 electrical outlets and 4 USB ports. Of course, you have your big TV, which we have off right now. Ice bucket, that's where you can get your ice because you're not going to get it out the fridge. We have here a little stool. You can put things on there or use it for seating. Nice painting there, remind you of the tropics. swing over this way. By the way, this room's painted kind of a, I don't know, sky blue, huh? Sky blue color. So it's nice and light and airy. 2 queen beds in this room. Now you can get a king bed, and there are some rooms that have 5th sleepers. This one does not. So you just need to check the website and pick the room that's appropriate for your needs. But here are 2 queen beds, and as you can see, they each have 4 pillows on them. Now above the bed, on each bed, you have lighting, and that lighting is controlled by the switches on the wall right there. And the switch that is in the middle, that's for the ceiling fan. I love me some ceiling fan. Don't you love ceiling fans?
No, not really.
No, not really. Okay.
Not a fan.
You're not a fan. Another drawer with your Bible. Nice little stand. As you can tell, you have 2 outlets. And here's a USB port. What is this one?
Probably USB.
USB-C?
I think.
FGH. Okay. And under here, there's a open area so you can store some items there. And speaking of storage, when these resorts get renovated, which this room is a renovated room, by the way, because they took out the carpet and they've changed the furnishings, they elevate the beds. And the thing about that is you can store things under the bed. You can store your suitcases, you can fold down your strollers, you can put in underneath your bed things if you bought when you go shopping. So that's nice to have that extra room. Now, your thermostat is on the wall over here. And now we're going to go into the bathroom area. So you have 2 barn doors here, which are nice. And here's your bathroom. This bathroom counter has 2 sinks, nice faucets. We have H2O products here. There we have a magnifying mirror. You can use it for your contacts or makeup. Outlet on the wall. Underneath the sinks are 2, I guess, open shelf cabinets, and you can store things down there like your toiletry bags and cosmetics. They have a hair dryer, extra towels, and tissue. On this wall, you see they have hangers and a rod, extra pillow and blanket, steam iron, ironing board, which, you know, I don't think we'd ever, well, you might use it. Here's one of these luggage racks. You want to use that. And here's your safe. Safe's not a bad size. If you had a laptop, you could stand it up in there, or I don't know what you would want to put in there, but it's not that bad. And then these safes, they're programmable to whatever code you want to put in there. So don't forget your code, because that's what you're going to use to get into your safe once you lock it. Disney recycles, so they provide a receptacle that has opening for trash and for recyclables. And then our next room is our wet area, and that's where you're going to find your tub with a shower and a toilet. When you step into these rooms, the fan comes on.
Not a fan of that either.
No. Also, there's a night light in here at night. Well, I shouldn't say at night, when it gets dark. This bathtub also has a clothesline, so you can hang your wet clothing if you get caught in the rain, or you go swimming, hang your umbrellas, whatever. And then there are 2 H2O products that are in dispensers. If you need refills, you can call the front desk or housekeeping. Same thing goes for if you need more towels. Now, when you shut this door, you'll see that this is a full-length mirror. So that's nice to have side. full-length mirror. And then these doors shut so you can have privacy or keep it quiet while others are sleeping. They're not too heavy, but they're not very light. So that wraps up our tour here in the Jamaica section.
There's an internal bus that runs from section to section within the resort, and then there are buses that go outside the resort to Animal Kingdom and to Magic Kingdom. So if you're looking to go to Hollywood Studios or Epcot, bus is not your option. You're going to want to take the Skyliner. The only exception to that is when there's lightning within 10 miles, they shut this down, obviously for safety reasons, and then there is a bus that runs. But otherwise, you're going to have to take the Skyliner to Hollywood Studios or Epcot. And if you're going to Magic Kingdom or you're going to Animal Kingdom, you're going to get on the bus. And there are different stations all around. The internal bus and the buses going to the parks use the same stations. And we're going to take you from station to station around the resort so you can see kind of where those are and what they look like. So basically, if you're taking the bus, just walk to the closest one and then get on the bus and you're good to go. Over here we have our Martinique bus stop. So this is the old Port Royal bus stop. Coming up is the bus stop for Barbados. Our next bus stop is Trinidad. This is the Trinidad bus stop. We're now crossing the bridge to Jamaica.
So we're leaving Barbados, Trinidad, and going over to Jamaica. Jamaica's the closest to the Caribbean Beach Skyliner.
This is the Jamaica bus stop. And this is the Aruba bus stop.
And then look what's right there. The Skyliner, the Riviera Skyliner.
There are two Skyliner stations here at Caribbean Beach. One is behind me and this one is right next to the Riviera, or it's really in between the Riviera and Caribbean Beach. Then the second Skyliner station is on the opposite side of the resort. You can catch the Skyliner at whatever station is closer to you. This is technically not a Caribbean Beach station, but it's right here. Caribbean Beach is right next to it. So even though it's not labeled that, you just really go to the Skyliner station that's closest to you, jump on the Skyliner, and that'll send you on your way. Just want to show y'all something. This is the Riviera, and this is Caribbean Beach. So they are basically next to each other. And this is the Skyliner station. So when this is shown or indicated as a Riviera Skyliner station, it's really just the opposite side of Caribbean Beach. So now we're heading in to this line, which will take us to the transfer station on the opposite side of the resort. This is the Caribbean Beach station, which is also a transfer station. If you take this branch, it takes you down to Pop Century and Art of Animation. That's one stop. Directly behind me, that goes to Hollywood Studios. Then this side takes you toward Riviera and then ultimately to Epcot. So, Pop Century, Art of Animation, Hollywood Studios behind me, Riviera and Epcot on this side. Want to get a snack? Need a last minute gift? Need a couple of aspirin? This is the place to go, Calypso Trading Post. So if there's something you want to get, this is the gift shop here for the resort, and we're going to go in and check it out. Pretty much like every Disney resort gift shop, they got your basics. You want to get some ears. If you need some beverages, snacks, That's all pretty much here. Here's your sundries section in case you need sundries. And your basic stuff, mugs, cups, coffee, sunscreen. That's a must here in Florida. Sunglasses, cooling towels. Really, I would recommend not buying a cooling towel and just staying indoors. That's a big fan.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of that one.
Oh, wow. Okay. Stuffed animals. In case you want to write home. Pens, pencils, pins. Okay, so now we're going to check out some merchandise that's specific to Caribbean Beach. So over here, we've got this jacket, these polo shirts, t-shirts, and this is all Caribbean Beach branded merch. We have a slightly different jacket here. Don't need it now, but we will be needing them soon. Water bottle. Got a couple of ornaments, this picture down here, and these t-shirts. So some really cool Caribbean Beach merch. That's a very quick tour of this shop, but it's a decent size and they've got a good variety of stuff. So if you're looking for that gift or just need aspirin or something like that, or a snack, good place to go.
So we're here at Banana Cabana, and they have food here and drinks. So it's not just a bar. And they have this menu here, and they have, you know, they have your regular coladas and mojitos and stuff, but they do have special drinks. And then they have frozen drinks. They have a rum flight, and they have a whole list of beers, wine, and then they have non-alcoholic drinks too, so that's cool. And then they have food here, so you can get things like wings or loaded fries or jerk chicken sandwich or a cheeseburger, Cuban sandwich, and then they have pineapple coconut bread pudding. They have kids meals, and then look at this. Speaking to us, charcuterie. Because you know by now we are charcuterie connoisseurs. But we're gonna try to eat at Sebastian's, so we're gonna have to pass on this. So we're here at Sebastian's Bistro. It's the only table service restaurant on property. So let's go see what they have to offer. Smells seafood in here. Yeah.
I'll start you off with a spiced necklace salad, which is mixed greens and kale, candied pumpkin seeds, tropical fruit, and radish with key lime dressing. I gotta say, the salad's a little sweet, but it's a very tasty salad. I'm really enjoying it. Quite good. So the food came. We were so hungry, we forgot to even video it or talk about it. But it is really, really good. I've tasted the steak so far, and Beth, I think, has tasted a little bit more than that. But you get this platter with steak, pork, fish, and chicken, mango, pickled carrots. Not sure if you can see this or not. The two hands here belong to Beth. But what I've tasted so far is very good.
So we just finished our meal, and oh my goodness, we're coming back here because it was delicious. It was food that we can eat the way we're trying to eat right now. It was so flavorful. You cannot pass up the vegetables. We did not get rice, so I don't know what that tastes like. But the meats were delicious. And the vegetables, the curry vegetables were great. The broccolini. I mean, everything was delicious. I can't say, the only thing I didn't care for as much was the cucumber salad, but other than that, everything was wonderful. So yeah, this is definitely, we're gonna come back here and have another meal here for sure.
There's the man, Sebastian himself.
So here's the quick service option here at the resort. It's called Centertown Market. It's in Old Port Royal, and they serve breakfast from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. and then they serve lunch through dinner from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. There are a lot of choices here, so let's go grab some lunch. So you can see they have menu boards up there, and they have anything from a hot Cuban sandwich to a Korean style Impossible Burger. They have pizzas. You can actually get whole pizzas. I've seen people walking with pizza boxes. Then they have grilled entrees, so you can get fish tacos, chicken strips. They have their beverages from their freestyle machines. They have kids meals and even have sweet treats.
Where you get your condiments. They even have a toaster, microwave here. Here's part of the seating area. I just love these glass lighting fixtures. This is the outdoor seating area here at Centertown Market. Here's another part of the seating area. It's the pickup window.
We got a lot of food. I didn't think it would be this much.
That's a lot. It looks good.
My mouth's watering. Okay, so we got this mixed grilled platter.
That's what it looks like.
And it has chicken, ribs, and we got extra vegetables, coleslaw, andouille sausage, and a roll. And then we also got a romaine salad with chicken, and it has green goddess dressing.
So you just took a bite of the sausage and you said it's got some heat.
It's spicy. I mean, for me, it's fine.
For me,
you,
not so much.
We're gonna be filling up that water cup
Okay.
a few times. I just ate a little bit of everything on that mixed grilled platter, and I'm gonna tell you, we live here in the area. I'm coming back just for that mixed grilled platter.
And I've been eating the salad, and
And he had to pull it away from me so
Yeah,
that I could try the salad.
the salad is really good. I don't know what kind of magic pixie dust they put on these vegetables, but they're very good. Parents, if you want your kids to eat their vegetables, order these. They're really good. They're kind of sweet, but very, very tasty.
Oh, thank you.
Our pumpkin heart, hazelnut tart.
Okay.
It's light on the pumpkin. It's really sweet.
It's really pretty. Can you see it in the viewfinder?
All right.
Thank you, Barb.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. That was very sweet of you. Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
It has like a little leaf on it, some pumpkin seeds.
Wrapping it up here at Centertown Market. That was a pretty good lunch today,
It was
huh?
very good. Very good.
We had a mixed grilled platter and we had a salad with chicken on it, and both those dishes were really, really good. We enjoyed it. Beth was even saying we would come back here just for
to eat dinner.
for the food. So we did go to Banana Cabana last night, had a beverage there. That place was very nice and just had a wonderful server there as well. Then we went to Sebastian's. That place was fantastic. And then coming here today, this was also very good. So the food options here are quite good. I don't think you're gonna be disappointed or feel like, oh, I need to go someplace else to get something to eat. You can definitely get good food here at the resort.
They have grab and go here in Old Port Royal, right by Centertown Market. So in here you'll see the different items that are available for you. It's right next to the shop, Calypso Trading Post. So as you can see when you walk in, they have hot items, snacks like candy and popcorn, ice cream. They have baked goods. Those baked goods look good.
Yeah, I know.
That's why the word good is in that title. And then they have refrigerated sections where you can get fruit or sandwiches, salads, juice, milk, soda, adult beverages, some more snacks. And then over on this side when you check out, you can also get your refillable mug, resort mug. which is good through your stay at any resort. And you can get coffee.
At the Caribbean Beach Station, there is a Joffrey's. If you're not familiar with Joffrey's, they serve absolutely delicious coffee. So you can grab a cup of coffee here before you head on the Skyliner. And this is right by the Caribbean Beach Station.
So this bridge connects one side of Barefoot Bay to the other. On this side is Aruba and Jamaica. And then we cross over the bridge, it goes to Caribbean Cay, which is a little island. Then on the other side is Old Port Royal. So let's go ahead and take a look. So here on Caribbean Cay, or Caribbean Cay, however you want to say it, here's a playground. It's a pretty big playground, and adjacent to the playground is a seating area.
So there's lots of cool things in here. There's places for parents to sit and just watch their kids. There's at least a couple of slides, things to climb on, and this is a really neat area. Let your kids burn off a little energy. I guess you could even come up here and ring a bell if you wanted to do that. On the water at Caribbean Cay, there's some cool recreation areas. The area behind me is where they show movies at night. And then there's another area over here where there's some hammocks and you can just kind of hang out in the sand and enjoy the view. So this is where the movies are. So if you want to hang out here at night and watch a Disney movie, they set up a big screen right here. Over here we've got some hammocks. Get a view. The goal is to make you feel like you're on a tropical island. They certainly did that. If you're concerned about your safety here at Caribbean Beach, just know that you are well protected. Here there are two cannons. They are pointed toward the Riviera, so I guess if the Riviera ever tried to attack the Caribbean Beach Resort, they are well fortified against something like that. Or these are just for show and they're not actual weapons. This small area on Caribbean Cay is available to watch the sunset and sunrise. They have these little seating areas, and this is really, really nicely landscaped with flowers and all kinds of different plants. There's another seating area, and then there's a small gazebo here at the end. And then you have all of this landscape. Across the way is Jamaica and of course the Skyliner. So now our time here is coming to a close here at Caribbean Beach.
Yeah, sad. But if you've gone through our video and you've gotten to this point, you'll know that we had a great time here, and I think we will probably come back.
And we hope you join us on our next magic adventure.
Bye.